The process of making a water tap. This is how one of these are made. 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 In today's video, we're going to see how one of these amazing pieces of engineering is made. We will be taken behind the scenes at a Korean faucet factory, where thousands of these are made every single day. So without further ado, let's get into it. As soon as I arrived at the factory, I was immediately impressed with all the shiny brand new equipment that they had there. Some of these machines were imported from Italy, Germany, Japan, and Taiwan. The quality and precision of the final product really depends on the quality of the raw material that you start out with. For a faucet, it's no different. They have an incoming inspection area where each piece of raw material that arrives at the factory is checked and measured to make sure it meets their standards. For example, this is what a piece of brass looks like that's too big or too small. You can also see here that there are different grades of copper that they use for different parts of the faucet. That's because some parts need to be stronger than others. Here's another example. These are two pieces of brass that have been heat treated and are now ready to be pressed. This is a special machine that is used to cut the metal at just the right angle. These are some finished pieces right here. After cutting, some of the pieces go straight to the washing machine where they are cleaned and prepared for plating. Plating is important because it protects the faucet from corrosion and makes it look shiny and new. They do this by first putting the pieces in a special solution that removes any dirt or grease. Then they are put in a machine that sprays them with a thin layer of nickel. This is what gives the faucet its shiny appearance. Finally, they are put in a machine that sprays them with a thin layer of chrome. This is what protects the faucet from corrosion. Once the faucets are plated, they are put in a machine that sprays them with a thin layer of paint. This is what gives the faucet its color. Once the paint has dried, the faucets are ready to be assembled. Assembly starts by putting together the main body of the faucet. This is where all of the internal parts are located. Next, the spout is attached to the main body. This is what allows water to flow from the faucet. Then the handle is attached. This is what you turn to control the flow of water. Finally, the faucet is put together. This includes attaching the escutcheon plate, which hides the screws that hold the faucet together, as well as any other decorative parts. This is a machine that is used to test the faucets for leaks. Each faucet is tested to make sure that it does not leak water when it is turned on. This is an important quality control step because no one wants a leaky faucet. If a faucet is found to be leaking, it is immediately removed from the assembly line and repaired. Once the faucets have been tested and meet quality standards, they are packaged and shipped off to their final destination, whether that be a store or a warehouse. To keep up with demand, this factory produces 3,000 faucets per day. It takes about 24 hours for a faucet to be produced once all the parts are available. From raw materials to finished product, the entire process is seamless and efficient. It's amazing to see how quickly and accurately these machines work. It's clear that a lot of time and effort goes into making sure that each faucet is perfect before it goes out the door. There are several quality control checks that take place during the manufacturing process. First, each piece of raw material is checked to make sure it meets specifications. Internal and external threads are measured to ensure proper fit. Plating thickness is also checked to make sure it is within tolerance. Finally, each faucet is leak tested before it leaves the assembly line. This helps to ensure that customers receive high-quality faucets that will last for years to come. One thing that really impressed me about this factory was the attention to detail. Each step of the manufacturing process is carried out with precision and care. From the workers who assemble the faucets by hand to the machines that coat them in nickel and chrome, everyone is focused on producing a high-quality product. It's clear that a lot of pride goes into the work here, and that shows in the end product. A good reputation is built on quality products, and these guys are definitely delivering. As someone who works in the plumbing industry, I know how important it is to have reliable, high-quality products. A leaky faucet can be a major headache for any homeowner or business owner. But with these guys' faucets, you can be sure that you're getting a product that will last for years to come. They take pride in their work, and it shows in the end product. Not only is the factory itself impressive, but the people who work there are just as impressive. Everyone I met was friendly and helpful, and they were happy to answer any questions that I had. It's clear that they are proud of what they do, and that shines through in their interactions with others. If you're ever in the market for a new faucet, be sure to check out this factory's products. You won't be disappointed. They have a wide variety of styles and finishes to choose from, so you're sure to find the perfect one for your home. Plus, you can feel good knowing that you're supporting a company that takes pride in its work and its employees. What I learned from talking to the workers there is that most of them have been working at the factory for many years. This tells me that they are happy with their jobs and the company they work for. When a company treats its employees well, it shows in the quality of its products and services. This is definitely the case with this factory. It was great to see how a company can be both successful and ethical. I hope that more companies take note of this factory's practices and strive to create a similar environment for their employees. If you want to learn more about the factory or their products, be sure to visit their website or social media pages. I would like to thank the management and staff of the factory for being so welcoming and accommodating during my visit. I truly appreciate their willingness to share their knowledge and expertise with me. Now let's talk about the future of the company. Where do they see themselves in 5 or 10 years? According to the general manager, they plan to continue growing the business and expanding into new markets. They are also constantly innovating and developing new products to meet the changing needs of their customers. With their commitment to quality, innovation, and sustainability, I am confident that this company will continue to be a leader in the faucet industry for many years to come. Overall, my experience at the factory was extremely positive. I was impressed by the company's commitment to quality, innovation, and sustainability. I also appreciated their willingness to share their knowledge and expertise with me. I hope that more companies take note of this factory's practices and strive to create a similar environment for their employees. If you're ever in the market for a new faucet, be sure to check out this factory's products. You won't be disappointed. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to visiting again soon.